Madam Speaker, we've heard a lot in this debate today. One thing is abundantly clear. Virtually every hardworking citizen in this country recognizes our genuine need for tax reform. Let me summarize some of the facts that have been presented today. The burdensome 70,000-page U.S. tax code has grown to be unreasonably complex, increasingly unfair, and filled with special interest loopholes. American companies are taxed at the highest rate in the industrialized world, and the government takes even more from our small business owners and our entrepreneurs. As a result, our economic growth is stagnant. Companies have gradually shifted their manufacturing and operations overseas, and families are struggling just to keep up. Today, the hurdles in our system seem almost insurmountable for hardworking people as they're afforded fewer and fewer opportunities for economic mobility. For previous generations, it was a different deal. We had the American dream. The American dream was defined by a simple promise. If you were willing to work hard and sacrifice and play by the rules, you could make a better life for yourself and your family. But today, our outdated tax code has pushed that dream beyond the grasp of more and more people. The good news is we can fix this problem, and we're going to do that in this chamber tomorrow. For the first time in over 30 years, Congress has an historic opportunity to pass landmark tax reform that will be a turbo boost to this economy, and it's going to lead us to a fairer system, as we've said so many times, with more jobs and bigger paychecks for everyone. Our Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, H.R. 1, will deliver significant tax reductions for low and middle income earners, and it'll help Americans at every level of our economy. The bill, which draws from 6 years of intensive work and expert analysis from more than 40 different congressional hearings, lowers individual income taxes by consolidating the existing 7 brackets into 4 and doubling the standard deduction for everyone. It also establishes a new family tax credit. It provides higher education benefits. It repeals the death tax. It preserves deductions for mortgage interest and charitable donations and property taxes, and it incentivizes saving for retirement. Tax returns will become incredibly simple for the first time in my lifetime because 9 out of 10 Americans will be able to complete their annual filing on a form the size of a postcard. The bill's business tax reforms are equally seismic because we're going to slash our draconian corporate tax rate from 35%, the highest in the world, to 20%, and we're going to institute the lowest rates for small business job creators since World War II. U.S. companies will finally be allowed to compete again on a level playing field and bring their jobs and operations back home from overseas. The Independent Tax Foundation estimated that our plan will result in the creation of approximately 975,000 full-time American jobs and an increase in family incomes of 4.4% on average. In Louisiana, for example, that would mean 13,293 new jobs and $1,857 of additional after-tax income for our average middle-class families. The American people have long deserved a simpler, fairer, and effective system that rewards hard work and allows taxpayers to keep and invest more of what they earn. Our plan will finally provide that relief and spark the dramatic economic growth our nation has so desperately needed. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is about more than just smart legislation. It's about a revival of that American dream I referenced. That is one agenda that should unite every single one of us. And we hope all of our colleagues will support this historic landmark piece of legislation tomorrow.